Coming at you from Scratcher Wolf Studio, it's Rage Across the Internet presents Wherever Gaia Takes Us, a Werewolf the Apocalypse Let's Play. Starring
Daniel Tyson as Ricochet,
CJ as Nightfang,
Tommy Dixon as Walks with Anubis.
And I'm your storyteller, Porter. Thanks to KT's assistance, you know exactly where you need to be. 151 Marigold Lane. It's on the north side of the East End. And while it's only 4 blocks away from the trailer park, it seems like a much nicer area. The lawns down the block are well kept and healthy. The house in question, a single-floor home, beige siding and a white wooden deck extending the length of the front, has an awning that would provide ample shade, and sports a table with a pair of chairs as well as a porch swing for 2. There are 2 cars in the driveway. And the lights are out. Anything more you gotta roll for?
It's pretty late, I'm assuming. Dark out.
It's after 10. Just remember, because Tom tricked me.
It worked.
It did work.
Having to put a time on a thing.
You know how I love to do that.
Thoughts? How we getting in unnoticed?
always got the Umbra, but it's the tricky part of finding exactly where you need to be, really, since this is your ghost thing.
And 2 cars in the driveway, we can assume they're home. Just sleeping.
See any lights on?
In the intro, he said there was no lights on.
Okay, I did not hear that part.
Any blinds open? Three.
No.
You suck.
At least not from the front, from what you can see.
We'll make my way to the back.
Okay.
Anybody joining me?
Might as well, just to have a second set of eyes.
Just kind of looking slowly at the house, but yeah, I'll join you. Walking pretty close behind.
Okay. You walk along the side of the house. You can see... I'll just give this to you. A little sign in the yard. Those little guys. Advertising invisible fencing. You walk along the side. There's a nice hedge between you and the neighbor's house. There is a light coming from the neighbor's... from the front of the house. I mean, we don't... Living room, bathroom, who the fuck knows? There's a light. And you do see there's the back door with a doggy door. And that standard backyard, there's a shed. The little kids, like 8 and 1, the little plastic with the different colored walls on the slide.
Okay. They've got a dog and everything, so that might be something to keep in mind in case, noise.
How big's the doggy door? Full-grown dog?
It's a full-grown dog. I mean...
Like a real dog.
I know what you're asking. You're eyeballing it. Probably.
Think I could fit? I'm asking you guys. That's in character.
I'm sure if we need to get in and even a quick way out, yeah, we could do it that way.
Eventually, yeah. So, this be too early for those dog doors that, you have to have the dog collar for it to open?
Oh,
the ones that lock?
Yes.
I don't know that that's a real thing today. Yes. So...
Okay. Neighbors had one of them whenever I was little, so I wasn't sure.
I didn't grow up in the future.
Expensive dog doors, those were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a tight fit, but we're gonna assume that you can. And I might be wrong, but I'm the storyteller, so if I fucking say so, right?
You say yes, then I will shift Lupus.
Yeah, it looks like it.
We can also push you if you have to.
Huh? That's an image.
Wouldn't that be amazing if I had that factored in the script? It's like the next hour of game is you guys trying to get him unstuck at the fucking doggy door.
I mean, at that point, I just shift something bigger. Just take the door with me.
And now we've made the
it's about
woken up house and neighbors.
Getting the house off of me.
Right? Yeah, that's the rest of the story is getting the fucking door off your neck. All right, roll me nothing.
Roll me nothing. Okay.
Yeah. So you are going in.
Yes.
All right.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the neighbors just to make sure, like, you don't have somebody watching us.
Okay. And Ricochet, what's your plan?
Just watching right now. See what happens once Dante gets in.
Okay. Night Fan, give me a perception roll.
Is 3 successes.
I'm sorry, how many?
3.
All right. It seems to be a pretty quiet night. Based on what you can see, there's no reason to believe that you're being watched. There's a decent level of privacy in terms of shrubs around the property. You'd imagine if someone was specifically looking, but you don't have a reason at this point to suspect that.
Yeah. So good to keep an eye out.
Yeah, no harm.
Someone breaking and entering.
It's a furry dog. It's a fur missile just going through the door. It's made for him. All right, so back to Dante. The home itself seems to be a standard fare. You know, wedding photos, pictures of various family events, you know, the caricatures from like Cedar Point or the theme park or whatever, you know, oh, look at the family and you like sailing? You know, one of those. You know, lots of pieces of kitsch, bric-a-brac, you know, just shit scattered about the house. You know the drill.
Mm-hmm.
Above the television, you can see a family portrait. 2 children, a boy and a girl. They look very similar, maybe twins. Mom and dad and a golden retriever. But it's not the decorations that give you pause. It's the smell. The source being apparent at this point. The scene is grisly, yet baffling. Lying on the kitchen floor is the family dog. At least parts of it. There are tufts of hair and globs of flesh all about. Beside this ghastly mess are what appear to be wire coat hangers, bent and shapen into awkward little human shapes. Gingerbread man, cookie cutter nearby. It's stained with gore.
At that point, I would poke my mouth out of the doggy door and kind of give a low growl at these guys. And like a get in here.
Perking my eyes up, perking the ears up. Yeah, shift down. Look around first. Shift down. Slowly get in there.
Night Fang?
Keeping an eye out for a moment once Ricochet's in, shifting out and going in myself.
All right. Again, you can absolutely smell what's going on. Even before you walk in. And you have the scene before you.
Fuck.
Well, it makes sense why we didn't hear any barking as soon as you came in.
Well, that was going to be my initial. When I came in, was going to be looking for that dog. Found it.
Yeah, well,
Found some of it.
some of it. Jesus. As soon as you walked in, I would have heard barking and...
Maybe we should just check the place real quick to see if anybody's actually here.
2 floors, single floor, ranch house.
Single floor ranch.
Okay.
Going to activate my fetish. One.
That's all you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you successfully activate it. That's what you got. That's what you got. That's it activated.
Okay.
Like it worked.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I look down and is it glowing green?
No, I just said nothing. It's no glow.
I'm gonna go inspect the remnants of the dog.
Okay. Give me a perception alertness, and while that's happening, Nightfang, what are you doing?
I'll start walking in the direction of, like, if there's any halls for, like, where the bedrooms might be, and just listening for sounds of anybody being here.
All right. Go ahead and do a perception alertness also, and I'm going to pivot back to Dante. How was your roll?
4.
Okay. So, it,
5 for smell.
okay, well, the smell is awful.
Sure.
That is a corpse. It's not the only one you can smell. However, taking a closer look at the dog, you can see, there are clearly chunks taken out. Some of the flesh seems to be wadded up and thrown down. It's pieces alongside the gingerbread man cutter. You can see some snap bones. The wounds themselves are smaller. It would suggest that whatever did this was not full size, perhaps the size of a small child or something to that effect.
I kind of jiggle my necklace and show that nothing's happening and shrug my shoulders.
Meanwhile, in Nightfang, you start to move down the hallway, and it only gets worse. You can see that the wife is in a similar state. Chunks of flesh torn away. These are not precision cuts, but violent slashes. It's as if someone is grabbing tiny handfuls of wet sand from the beach.
Just 3 successes on the perception roll, and just gonna call out to the others, yeah, we've got another body.
Move down the hall.
Yeah, it's my bad. I gave him the fucking results for it. I forgot to ask for the... Oops.
3 was enough.
No, it was perfectly enough. I just forgot to ask before I told you what you saw. My bad.
All good.
Being in Lupus, still, you guys... further inspection will find that the father in bed, having met the same fate, his throat slashed, likely the first victim. Across the hall's the son's room. The less said, the better.
So, got any ideas what might have done this?
I mean, just looking at everything, our regular assumptions aren't...
It was her.
Was it?
Had to have been. In the way she spoke to me, the jealousy of her. It had to have been.
Sure they could even do this?
Not 100%. But it's what makes sense right now.
It's the closest thing that makes sense. But
I'm not sure if any of this actually does make sense, or if there's any reason it should make sense, but jeez, fucking Gaia, this is a mess.
I was assuming a little boy, but...
No, what's left of him is still in the room.
It was my first assumption too, was like maybe he was watching some movies he shouldn't have been, and yeah.
Do I see the teddy bear?
You do not. Just for me. Let's do another round of perception rolls. Just so I can say.
Oh no, it's fine. It's just the scene you're painting.
4.
4.
4.
Damn!
As if all at once, you notice that all throughout the house you can see little drag marks and footprints of blood. It looks like they're behind some sort of animal.
Like paw prints?
Maybe like paw prints.
And how big are they?
We're going to say little. Smaller than yours.
Do they look like bear prints?
I mean, smaller paw prints than yours? What kind of bear would have prints
Teddy
like
bear?
that? That's not a bear, is it?
They look like teddy bear prints.
I mean, what is a teddy bear prints?
Something that was formerly known as teddy bear.
I should not have allowed for that levity. It's possible.
Yeah.
My assumption is she took control of the bear. Seeing this.
But again, there's also drag marks behind it, so the nature of the tracks are obfuscated.
Okay.
You can guess. You don't know shit.
Look in her room.
It's nothing.
Are there enough of these prints that we're actually able to potentially follow them?
Yeah, they go outside the doggy door.
How do we not notice them coming in?
Because you were distracted by the dead golden retriever in pieces in the kitchen.
Fair point. Follow the prince.
Also, it's dark.
Fair point. Follow the prince.
Yeah.
Making sure. How were you getting out?
Same way we came in.
Okay. So everyone's shifting back to Lupus and going through the doggy door?
I never left Lupus.
Right,
I mean-
but
I mean, we
someone-
could just open the door.
I'm just checking. I want to make sure we're clear on everything.
Yeah. Going to Lupus and leaving out the doggy door.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The three of you slip outside. There's a little bit of an itching and a slight glow coming from your clavicle.
And I look down at the necklace.
Well, you can't because you're in Lupus, so it would be a glow coming from your fur,
Okay.
right?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was asking.
We're outside. Are we able to see the tracks still, or is it more like there wasn't enough
Yeah, you
gas to leave it?
Yeah, you can't see the tracks. That's over. You have been denied the beauty of light carpet and linoleum floor. So that shit's just
Yeah, I
lost.
thought so.
Yeah. Between the darkness and the grass.
I'm going to roll for a scent.
Okay.
Up the diff, right? I'm specifically going for a scent, so.
Yeah. We're going to call this Diff 8.
Okay.
Because I'm not convinced you have a good scent to begin with.
2.
All right.
All right. If we're outside and there's nothing around, I'm going to shift back up to Ahmed.
Okay. Again, taking Ahmed. Again, your necklace is glowing a little bit.
And I can look down and seeing it's getting more green
Well, you're standing still now, but
from being inside to out here. It's
there was nothing inside.
Start walking around, see if we find anything. See if that starts glowing anymore.
I'm assuming 2 got me nothing.
Yeah, you got shit, man. Sorry.
That's fine.
Look, for the first time ever, his thing is working. Can you give him the
Phrasing.
I know what I said. I know what I said.
thanks. Yeah, just gonna slowly walking the same direction out the door. And if I can see it, the more glow, that's the direction I'm walking.
Run that by me again. 'Cause you shifted to Lupus to leave, so you're already out the door. So
Yeah, and once we get out, then I'm shifting up.
right. And so, what direction are you going?
Straight. As soon as you walk out the door, just kept walking straight.
Okay. It's fading away. Colder. Bottom line, colder.
Oh yeah, as soon as I see it start fading,
Which is change direction.
yeah, maybe I
Yeah. Take a couple steps back, turn to the right or left, and keep going.
yeah,
Marco.
yeah, at that point, yeah, it's a couple steps back where it glows again, and then turn right.
Okay. Which would have been toward the neighbors with the light.
Okay,
It starts to get brighter.
slowly keep going until it's a couple steps at a time.
The three of you, guided by Ricochet's fetish, it takes you into the neighbor's yard. It's a smaller doggy door. But maybe even a cat flap at that point.
Mhm.
And the neighbor's back door. But this seems to be where the light has guided you.
Still in Lupus, walk over to the roll doggy door and just stick my nose and get a sniff. See if catch the overwhelming scent of blood or something.
Give me the roll.
Hey, that is 2 successes. Would have been 4, but 1s.
Oof.
You stick your snout through the cat flap, taking a deep whiff, and immediately pull your head back, kind of gagging. It definitely was a cat flap. And oddly enough, the house also contained a litter box, which was kept nearby. The overwhelming stench of sand and cat shit fills your lungs.
Yeah, just doing the whole thing where, like, blowing out my nose, trying to get that smell off. That was... I cannot recommend.
Any blinds drawn open? Or is it all sealed up? I can't see inside.
Not from where you are. There's what is probably your kitchen windows, or the ones above the sink, like those half windows, but they're far too high for you to see
In my current form.
in your current form.
Correct.
Perhaps even in Hamid.
They're alleged to grab onto.
No.
Balls.
Windows are low enough for Glabber to look in.
I have a better idea. Ricochet, let me climb on your shoulders.
All right.
That's a more fun idea, and I endorse it.
I figured you would. So shift Hamid, go over to the kitchen window, and peek as little as possible at first.
Okay, I need 2 things. I might need 3 things. Maybe 4 now.
Wow.
It's a lot of things.
A lot
I'm very,
of things
very needy.
happening.
Okay. Ricochet. What form is that again?
Currently Hamid, but I can shift to Glabro.
But did you? She is not what I asked. This in current form.
Hamid.
Okay. And what's your strength?
In Hamid,
It'd be
Front
on your
sheet.
front sheet. So what are you doing, Sheety Man?
just strength is 3.
Okay. Dante, how much do you weigh?
$160.
Okay, I'm happy with that. So now, Dante, I need your Dex Athlete. And Ricochet, I want your Strength Athlete. Because I'm going to have fun with these rolls. And you can't stop me.
His first, mine first.
Diff?
Ricochet's first.
Should have kept that. That was a 9.
I would have made you re-roll it.
Tiff,
We'll call it standard diff for you.
3.
Diff 7. It's 10 minus his successes.
Luckying this one.
Oh, goddamn! All right.
There's 3 successes and 3 ones.
It wasn't a botch.
It wasn't, but it was also nothing, and this one was a 5.
Goddamn.
Good lucky.
Like some regular carny type person. You vault up on your packmate's shoulders. Totally chicken style. So you make him mad, he'll just headbutt back and make your life terrible. You peer through the window, and you can make out some sort of silhouette or something on the floor. But the television light is on. Some black and white show. It's the only light in the house.
Don't see any cookie cutters out or gore or anything.
Well, that's what I'm giving you. You got a silhouette, and look, we didn't roll a perception. Fucking enough's going on.
I can roll perception.
I know you can. I'm fucking making you do a thing.
Making me roll perception.
I'm giving you what you got.
Hey, Night Fang, try the handle on that back door.
Okay. Lifting up to Hamid and the doorknob.
The door opens.
I'll jump off of him and go back there then.
It's gonna lean to peek inside before fully opening it.
All right. As you kind of peek inside right now, From your position, all you can see is some light coming from the other room. I mean, there's a kitchen area.
Slowly open it the rest of the way.
All right.
Walk around that corner and start following Nightwing.
Like, you get Nightwing out of the way. He's taking his time.
Yeah.
Well, following.
He's being careful.
Yeah, just thinking. Going back down into Lupus just in case. Walking in now that the door's opened.
In Lupus?
Yeah, in Lupus.
Okay.
Somebody might freak out about seeing a wild animal into their house versus having a person walk into their house.
See, like, I'm sitting here going, I'm not sure which I'd rather see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've made your decision. I'm not letting you walk that back. But it's a second. Like, I don't know what's going to be more jarring. Like, you hear some sounds in the, quote, the middle of the night. It's not that fucking late. But and you walk out to your kitchen and you see a 15-year-old or a wolf. I don't know which one I'd want less.
That's a good question.
Right?
But you're also less likely to recognize the wolf versus the 15-year-old when he's just walking around with his buddies.
I mean, you have a point.
I'm going to follow suit.
Like, I'm not trying to dissuade you. I'm just, what an interesting thought experiment.
That is an interesting thought experiment.
Okay, so Nightfang has shifted to Lupus and has walked in, leaving room for the two of you to enter as well.
I shifted down as well and walked in.
Okay.
Still on Hamid, I'm kind of like just looking in first. Seeing what's happening with these guys.
Well, again, it's the kitchen. All you can see, I mean, it's flashing light from the television.
I'm going towards that silhouette.
Sure.
And then slowly shifting to Lupus, walking in.
So weird.
He's real slow today.
No, I'm like, no, all ya. Let's turn into dogs and ransack this fucking house. I know it's not what you're saying, but in my head canon, that's what's going through your minds right now.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking.
To me, it's less likely to get like a shotgun pulled on you.
I'm renaming this chapter 3 Dogs.
3 Dog Night.
No.
Got that smile on your face. I was like, yeah, it's a good one.
That was a good one, but
Nope.
no, I'm going to stick with, and a child shall lead them.
All right.
All right. You can see it all now. A horrific sight. The stuffed bear is standing on its own power, nearly 3 foot tall. His brown fur stained with blood, clad in overalls and a white t-shirt, now crimson. It rips and tears the flesh of the corpse of the elderly woman on the floor. What's worse, beside and surrounding the woman are things. About a half dozen crude shapes of people, outlines made flesh, hunks of meat forced onto what looks like wired hangers to form some sadistic animated shish kebab. The floor creaks under one of you, and the bear turns its head. Yellow glowing eyes like flashlights. The lights brighten as they focus on you, the mouth violently clapping open and closed as a canned robotic voice speaks. Hi, I'm Teddy Talltail, and I love my new family. Would you like to be part of my family?
I recognized the voice when we were in the park the one day. That's a question.
Oh, yeah, you recognize the toy.
Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah. I had a feeling.
I love my new family. It scrapes a chunk of flesh off the old woman, shoving it onto one of the wire frames.
Oh my God. Disgusting.
Some of the others, the members of the family, start to turn and walk toward you.
Holy fuck.
Time to take care of business, boys.
Oh my God. Why? This is horrific. This is just, oh my God, this is what you wanted the whole time, isn't it? Fuck off.
He's ready to throw up.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
What did I tell you? What did I say?
You did. You got him with this one.
Why did, I knew this was coming too. Like, I knew this was coming. Like, oh no, he's trying to get me. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
You know his nightmares.
Yep.
Is this it?
Yeah, I had this in the pocket for a few months now. Like, this was one of the original concept stories.
Fucking hell.
It's because he has a Strider plaything now. Well, I said, let's take care of business, boys. And then he flipped out.
That's fair.
Sorry, this is not...
No, it's exactly what we want.
What do you want? Fuck off.
And you can't cut any of this.
I know. Fuck. All right. Catch my fucking composure here.
Let's get to work, boys.
As if on cue, the moment the words leave your mouth, the door suddenly opens. 3 men burst through, all clad in black. They seem to be wearing body armor. One has a pistol drawn, the other a dog catcher. You know, like the pole with the loop. The third, a riot shield and cattle prod. They freeze upon seeing you.
Not again.
No, not again.
As I lunge at the first one.
Okay.
Lunging at the guy with the pistol.
Fucking, you gentlemen will roll initiative before anything. I mean, you got the drop on these 3, so you go first, but...
So initiative first, or?
Yeah, initiative. We'll see who goes first. You or CJ or fucking...
Oh, okay.
Figure Ricochet's probably thrown up in the corner. In fact, maybe roll a willpower on that. Maybe roll a willpower.
Oh.
What? It's a prophecy.
Okay, I'll roll a willpower. Just one?
No, whatever's highest.
Just one. Oh, duh.
What? He's rolling his willpower?
I know. I'm kind of excited because it came up earlier.
Diff?
Standard diff.
That's 4 for me.
I don't know if this really applies, but I'm going to allow it just for shits and grins.
That's fine. Against all odds.
We'll say it applies.
Sure. I'm okay with it.
3, 4.
All right. You managed to not throw up all over this old woman's kitchen.
Now roll your initiative.
Fucking wolf. You know? It'd been terrible.
Now roll the initiative.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, everyone roll initiative.
6.
5.
I also had a 6.
So, tiebreaker.
4.
6.
Jeez.
Mr. Non-throw up gets
Right?
to go first.
All right. Commander Dry Heaves, what's your move?
You're breaking him twice this game. That's his move. All over the floor.
Leaping towards one with the pole catcher in his hands, biting at the wrists.
Okay. Though I do want to say I really enjoyed the thought of you putting the paw out like you were doing, like forward and going, is a move. Just like a psyop, you know?
Fake out.
What the fuck just happened? Like already, why are there wolves in this house? So I think teenagers would have been better this time. Okay. Make your roll. And as this is considering...
Directed.
What's that?
It's directed attack, too.
It is. Yeah, it's going to be an 8.
Okay.
Close fucking space. Dark. Aimed. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Jesus.
So strength 4 plus 2 plus 1. So 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's the hit or damage?
That's damage.
Okay. You lunge forward, managing to hit true, despite the circumstances. Your fangs, they hit true. You feel them. Not only do they get through the armor, but your jaw snaps shut, severing the left hand of the man. He screams out in pain. You're on top of him at this point. He topples back.
Does that mean he falls into the riot shield guy, or?
No, just back.
Okay. It's on me. All right, I will originally do what I was doing. Lunge at the first guy, which I'm assuming was the one with the pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And go for the neck.
Okay.
Bite.
Also night. There's a level of screaming and panic as a result of Ricochet's attack.
Yeah, you said I severed it?
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably just hanging by skin at that point?
I think it's just in your mouth.
Okay, even better.
Hey-o.
Hey, I got 2.
But again, I'm saying that there's a level of panic across the board.
Okay.
They clearly were not expecting the 3 of you.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, they were going after this thing. They were going after Teddy.
Five damage.
Somewhat less lucky. You lunge at the man in the lead. The few seconds he watched his friend go down was enough. He managed to kind of knock you over to the side. No damage on your part, of course, but he soaked the shit out of that. You taste a little bit of blood. There's something, but he soaked 4 of that. Fucking...
Dude, I was happy I hit.
Right. 8, 9, 2 10s.
I was happy I hit.
Yeah. I'm just saying, that was a fucking Hall of Fame. It's 100% of the soak roll.
You know how my
Jesus.
dice are?
Yeah.
At a diff 8, I was happy to fucking hit.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying. I'm amazed that it happened. Knifing.
And needing them to go after 2 of the 3 people, I'm gonna go hit the bear. That's what we were here for originally. Also diff 8 or...
Well, I guess, what are you doing to it? That's
I'm just trying to bite it around midsection and shake it like a dog.
I just picture Doc with a chew toy.
That's what I was going to wait for CJ to do his move, but that was my plan. If the guy didn't have the pole catcher, I was planning on grabbing the bear and throwing it at them.
That's going to be a 6.
Okay.
It's a non-targeted attack to a thing that's 3 feet off the ground.
I mean, a normal bite is like 5, so.
It's like you just got to clop up and chomp on it, frankly.
It is 3 successes.
Impressed? Nothing.
Damage. That was only a 3 for damage as well.
All right, you clamp down on the bear and start shaking it like a chew toy. You taste some stuffing and some meat. The blood of its victims down on your tongue, my friend.
Oh.
All right. The man with the pole catcher screams and writhes on the floor. He bleeds a lot.
Is that his name?
It might be after this, when this is done.
It is now.
The man with the riot shield and the cattle prod makes contact with you, Dante. Just go ahead and roll your soak.
3.
All right. You manage to evade direct contact. You feel a little bit of a jolt.
I chuckle. Nothing compared to an electricity spirit.
I mean, yeah, it was, there you go.
That's why I say I chuckle.
It's like, but yeah, you're fine.
This is
This thing of nightmares.
Okay. The man with the pistol turns toward Ricochet. He pulls the trigger. Shockingly, it's not an actual gun. A small dart shoots into your side. What's your stamina?
6.
In Lupus?
Shouldn't be.
That doesn't sound correct.
Well, maybe it is.
4 plus 2 in Lupus.
No.
Yep, he's
Well,
right.
then it is correct.
That's where he took his force. That's why.
All right. Okay. You got tagged with it. It's no damage. But maybe do me a solid, I don't know, put a little mark of some sort by your first health level. It's not damage.
Yet.
Oh, it's a trank dart. That's going to take 6 turns.
I was gonna say, yeah, thing's just gonna take.
Yeah, we're just marking the turns. Yep. Speaking of,
Oh, after getting hit by that, I would think I would get pretty mad, and I'm gonna shift to Hispo, and then bite at that guy.
oh my god.
So that's a rage point first.
While that's going on, while you're rolling, go ahead, do your roll. I mean, you know the fucking rules. Go ahead. While that's happening, the half dozen or so members of Teddy Talltail's family, the Talltail gang, if you will, start to swarm Nightfang. They move slowly, shambling across the floor, leaving little trails of blood and scraping as they move. You could feel the first one or two start to touch you, like a clawing, a scratching at your legs. It's not doing any damage, but you can feel the meat slide against your legs.
You're disgusting.
5 on the hit.
Another one? Damn.
Where is this when there's real threats?
This is a real threat.
No, it's not.
It's a threat.
Eight on damage. Hispo gives the 1 to bite.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. Shifting to Hispo, you can feel you're just the size of you knock a bunch of shit away in the house.
Mm-hmm.
The coffee table just shatters just because of the extra size of you. You rear back, your jaws slamming down in the midsection of the man with the gun. You could feel the cracking of ribs. The spine snapping. He's like a rag doll in the center between your jaws.
He shot me, I'm pissed.
Well, give me a single roll. No, single die.
I was just going to move them all out.
Oh, my bad.
3.
Okay, yeah, then mark it. Dante?
Trying to do this theatrically. Is the riot shield full body? Or like small
It's a
midsection up?
midsection up.
Even better. I'll run up to him in Lupus, obviously, but then shift Glabro and trip.
Well, you're already there.
But like to make
No.
him tense is what I'm saying. 'Cause, like,
But I like it to make it clear. You know, you're in a space not much bigger than this room.
Fair.
In fact, probably the size of this room.
okay.
And we've got a Hispo and 2 Lupi. Lupi, that's the
Lupi.
correct term. Shut up.
Lupi.
And then 3 dudes.
Shift Glabro, trip.
And a teddy bear.
Or 2 dudes and a half a dude and a half a dude. He's kind of in parts now.
2 dudes and 2 half dudes.
Shift Glabro, trip, and try to get the cattle prod.
That's what he's doing. Okay. Alright. Cool.
Just trying to disarm him. For now.
I hear you, and I'm trying to see what this looks like. Like in my...
It's fine.
Yep. So obviously, take your rage for Glabro. And then I want a... Strength Athletics. This is almost pointless.
Tiff?
3.
All of them? One,
Like
two,
I said,
three,
this
four,
is...
five, six, seven,
This
8.
is almost pointless. 8. Okay. You take a couple steps quickly toward your target, shifting to Glabro as you do. The change, of course, instant using your rage. As your front paws turn to hands, you grab the man just behind the knees, pulling his weight out from under him as you grow into your Glabro form.
Even better than I pictured it.
His back hits the ground hard. He drops the cattle prod, not the shield, but it's, that's on his arm.
That's what I figured. That's why I was going for the prod. I'll grab that.
He screams in pain and shock, but is drowned out by everyone else in the horrors that you have bestowed on these people. I'll let you can. All right, Nightfang, you go ahead.
Had an idea, then Tom kind of hit it.
Sorry.
All good. Yeah, I guess. Is the bear not doing anything at all?
It's he didn't go. If you want him to go, he can go.
He's still in your mouth.
That's
Sure.
inappropriate.
But it's true.
Let's be friends. Again, you're whipping him around like a dog with a brand new toy. And Teddy Talltail starts swiping, trying desperately to grab a hold of something, a part of you. His paw reaches your muzzle. Roll your soak.
Okay. That's 3.
Okay. His paw reaches your muzzle. Which should be a harmless stuffed thing is not so much. You feel the scraping and digging, something metal, harsh. You said 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Take 2 lethal
Okay.
as its claws rip the flesh clean from your muzzle. At a decent length that almost got your eye.
And yeah, with that, just guess biting down more on it, or actually, you know what? Better idea. I'm gonna just shake as hard as I can and throw it into a wall. Get it away from my face.
Okay. You know what we're going to do there? Dex firearms.
I can work with that.
In lupus.
Yeah, right? Tell me when that roll's ever going to happen again.
In lupus, never.
Yeah. What diff?
We'll call it standard.
It's already in his mouth.
Okay.
That's what...
That is 2 successes. Would have been 3, but there was a 1.
So not going to roll damage, though, is the thing.
Okay.
So let's call this strength.
Okay.
The damage is strength. Plus, the +1?
Yep.
Yep.
Seems fair to me.
That's 4.
Yes, it is.
Fucking teddy bear.
You launch the electronically enhanced plushie
Phrasing?
across the wall. You hear a hard thud as it collides. A couple plates on display in the kitchen also jostle free from the wall at the impact, shattering in the kitchen floor. That's all.
Oh no, he's dead. It's their turn, so.
Nobody's dead.
I thought man with gun was dead.
I know you thought that, but he's not.
Never know. It's his turn.
Guy with 2 halves. He's not dead.
That's unfortunate.
I know.
Actually, no, it's the dude that had the catchers first.
I mean, that's fair. However, the fucking guy with the pistol is not dead.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a bummer for him. Okay.
Soon to be.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. The man who is now let go, by the way, of the dog catcher, is rapidly crawling out the front door. Just
He went to the front of the house?
they came through the front of the house.
I thought they came through the back door. Okay,
No,
never mind.
you guys came through the back door. They came through the front door. That's why there was that awkward moment. And had you been teenagers, it would have been more awkward because it would have been said it was just wolves because they know there ain't no fucking werewolves here. That ain't a real thing to them, man. You just fucked up their night. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, that was fine. I sidetracked you.
Quickly doing his best to crawl out the door. He's panting and crying and screaming and bleeding just every the fuck where. If one were... Not a single one of you. Never mind. You'll find out later. Next is the... both halves of the man that is currently in Ricochet's mouth. He screams and bleeds. It screams and begs for death. And finally, you think you knocked the other guy out.
Couldn't get up.
That's unfortunate for him.
Your turn. And I can't even say your because they can't see shit. Ricochet.
All right, then I guess kind of like a small leap, but try and essentially smash Teddy Talltail here. I mean, I'm his ball. I'm going to just...
I don't think that is viable.
Okay, let me rethink it.
I mean, I'm going to say that in terms of sheer position of the thing versus you versus the size of your form versus the size of the target. Mm-hmm. I think you are likely to go through the fucking wall before you... Yeah.
Versus you have
Yeah,
something
I was
in your
going to
mouth.
say.
Also that.
Say it again.
You have something in your mouth, too.
Oh, he's begging... Okay.
You have someone in your mouth, yes.
The lights are off. We're playing Who's in My Mouth.
Who's in my mouth? I was going to drop him and then just push down on his head.
Fuck off.
Curb stomped and hispo.
Not even curb stomp.
No,
just
no,
push
I'm...
down. He's begging for it. I was going to give him mercy.
You drop your opponent, growling out at him as his blood runs down your maw. You reach a single paw out and put the entirety of your weight, popping the guy's head like a watermelon. You sick fuck.
Yeah. I was gonna say, there's not even necessarily a rule for that.
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah. Was he down to 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, these are just fucking humans.
He pissed me off. He shot me. And I'm guessing I've taken another,
Roll your 1.
10.
Oh, so no. Dante?
The clicker of the cattle prod. Shove it up this guy's rectum and turn it on.
Jesus
Why?
Christ. What is wrong with you people?
I see it. I would have hit the
Is that seriously the play?
Yeah.
I was going for the bear.
Or get out the guy crawling out the front door.
We didn't see it.
No, you saw it.
Oh, we did.
You didn't see another thing, which I can't tell you about because you didn't see.
Then I would go after the guy going out the door. Sorry,
Okay.
I was because when you did your rolls, I thought that meant we didn't see it.
No, sorry for the confusion.
Okay.
No,
Yes,
you
I am
see the guy
turning
crawling
to-
out the door.
If this guy's unconscious or he couldn't get up, I am going to go after the guy going out the door
Okay.
with the cattle prod.
Okay. What are you doing with it?
Call me.
Shocking
I
him.
was going to say, you call me a sick fuck. This guy wants to shove it up his ass.
He's making a corn dog, man. Anyway, I want to shock this guy unconscious, so yes.
Nightfang, your pack needs Jesus.
Apparently.
What's the roll for shocking him?
You're
with the
a
cattle
terrorist
prod?
at this point.
I don't know what a fucking cattle... I have no idea. I guess we're going to call it Dex Melee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to call it Dex Melee. And it'll do... Okay, she's going to do set damage. I wasn't really
Just gotta
worried about
see
it with
if I
you
can
guys because
hit.
this is an incredible threat.
Just gotta see if I can hit. I hit. A lot.
Unfortunately, that doesn't translate into cattle prodding because you're just hitting the button.
Yeah, lunge with it, stabbing with it.
Or you're going to hit him with it. You're going to stab him, or you're just going to shock him.
Obviously he's running, so I'm running after him.
Well, he's crawling.
Oh. How's he
So
crawling?
you're going to
around?
stab him into the floor.
His arm was bitten off. Why is he crawling?
Because he was prone, and it takes a turn to get up. He fucking rolled over and crawled out the door.
Yeah, I'm running up to him and prodding him.
All right.
In the ass.
Whatever's closest.
Oh, you weirdo. I mean, there isn't much for effort here.
Okay.
You get him and you zap him and he screams and writhes on the ground. You do, however, now that you're out the door, get a better look at. And you can see the van parked out and in the driveway, and the fourth man who was holding some sort of cage, kind of like a dog crate, but it was
Big enough to fit a teddy?
well, also looked like some sort of maybe plexiglass, as opposed to the stupid plastic shit. A little more heavy duty. He, however, has dropped that. And what can be Nightfang's turn first, who hasn't seen any of this?
The bear's still moving?
No,
The little things, maybe.
not yet. The family, however, is
Family.
still the Talltail family. Or the Talltail gang, whichever you'd prefer.
And going to, I guess, shift up to Glabro and just start kicking him.
That's the noise they make.
I was going to say you need a fiercer howl.
Yeah.
And now we leave that in. All right, roll. I'll even let you do more than one kick, just because fuck it. Roll those damage. Roll them kicks, son. And while you are making that roll, the fourth man, again, drops the fucking cage and runs back into the van, starting that motherfucker up.
One success on the kick.
I was about to say I have reactions to this, but...
He gets a turn.
No, I know. Do I have enough time to react?
We'll find out after CJ's turn.
Or damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I was originally thinking of stomping, but then you described them like shish kebabs, and that would be a bad idea, I think.
Well, again, yeah, I mean, I thought it was a little artful. But, it's the wire hangers
Yeah.
forming into the about shapes, as you would do.
Yeah, but kicking something with potentially pokey bits versus stepping on, probably the smarter idea.
I mean, sure. In fact, you even got two of them. You just sent them flying. You can hear the thick, wet sound of meat hitting the wall, sliding down. You could feel two more of them, light scratching at your heel. No damage, but, something akin to a coat hanger just scraping the side of your ankle.
Mm-hmm.
It's disturbing. You feel the meat brushing against you. Oh, God. A little tuft of hair on a particular piece.
It just shiver down the spine as he keeps kicking. This will be about that time I hear the van start.
Yeah, you do hear the van start. I don't want to say he got the drop on you, Dante, because that's not what those words mean in this situation. But he is in the car, and that car is about to move. I mean, I'm sure you can fucking do something about it, but he's already in there. That's already happening. I mean, you got to keep in mind, you guys did all that shit with him being able to hear it. The first, oh, God, ow, was enough for him to...
It's pop speed of thought and run to the van.
Okay.
Double my running speed. No roll necessary. Spend a gnosis.
All right, that's going to be fair.
Rip the door off. I'm in a Glabro.
It seems like chapter 1 we had a roll similar to this.
Mm-hmm. It's just strength, isn't it?
I feel like it shouldn't be, but... Yeah.
Well, deja vu here.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It's like, well, how did we handle this before? Well, feats of strength. Look at that.
Watch we find out the Sheriff moonlights in this weird SCP Foundation.
I mean, I could do you one better and punch the window out and pull them out.
I don't know that you could, because you'd be on the wrong side of the van. But,
Well, I mean, I was trying to run to the driver's side.
you'd have to run around the car. Go ahead, roll your... Make your roll. Jesus Christ, speaking English.
3.
And how many dice was that?
5. Straight strength and Glabro. It's 5.
Yeah, you grab a hold of the door handle. Giving it a solid yank, the handle breaks off in your hand. Even more pissed off, getting a rage. You take another shot, your fist shattering the window.
Grab the door where the... I know what you're saying.
You
grab where
grasped the
window-
door, where the window was, and pulled down. Ripping the door off its hinges. You stumble a bit. So he got
Starting to drive.
Yeah, he already was driving. Uses your speed of thought and handle. So you're running alongside while the van is moving. You pulling the door off, however, made you stumble a bit, giving him some ground. I'm not necessarily saying he's home free.
I'd gain my balance and run. So.
Not yet, you don't.
I know, when you let me go through this.
Yep. But this is where we are.
Mm-hmm. There's still some guys to deal with. Riot Shield Man.
Yeah, no. The fuck's turn is it?
Riot Shield Man.
Nah, he ain't up.
The guy that I cattle prodded. If he didn't pass out from that.
I mean, look, I'm not going to waste our time here. These guys...
They're having a rough time.
They're having a rough time, and you've got them. You know, again, these are not, and were not intended to be, credible threats. You know, the one with the severed arm is laying on the front yard of this old lady's house, crying and screaming and bleeding and shaking. The other one seems to still be out. And then there's the man with the watermelon face.
He was a fan of Gallagher.
Well, who doesn't like Oasis? He just got finger guns. So I believe it's
My turn then?
yep, Ricochesta.
Ricochesta. Oh man. Where's the bear?
I mean, you're gonna have to look for him, but somewhere in the house. I mean, he's not hiding, but you ain't been watching him. How the fuck do you know?
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. I'm gonna go try and find the bear and rip him apart. They'll pull the head of the bear from the body.
I mean, all right. You spin around through the living room, knocking the couch over. It breaks one of the front windows. As part of it, it's right through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the fucking dining room table, the coffee table goes flying again. It's like a goddamn bull in a china shop.
Mm-hmm. Or a tank in a china shop. Probably bigger than a bear, or bigger than a bull.
You see Teddy tall-tailed against the kitchen wall in the kitchen, near the dining room table. You see Nightfang kicking some of the family.
Like how you just called them the family.
Wow. Or his family. He told you. He wanted you to join his family. It was very rude. He invited you into his home and his life. And what do you pricks do? It's rude.
Yeah, that's
It's
very
rude.
Yes, you're right. Rude.
Ugh. Man invites you into his family. Look at there's like 6 brothers, 6 other brothers. Look at the size of that pack.
A lot of good they'll do.
They could have made like 20 different more out of you guys, especially in Krynos. Think about that. You guys would have been the lead. You could have been in your own tribe. The beef jerkies.
Who's our totem?
Teddy Talltail.
Oh, Sasquatch. No, nothing? No.
Fucking.
Sasquatch. Beef jerky? Sasquatch? No, nothing? Nobody? Fuck you guys.
Make your roll.
I mean,
Bite down on this guy's head.
as another bite then?
What else is it? In his boat, what else is it going to be?
Well, you said I had to look for him first, so.
Yeah, you found him.
Okay.
You're going to have to knock your packmate out of the way and also probably the dining room table because you're a goddamn hispo. But.
Just clopping around in the house.
Right? While this is going on, you see several lights turn on in the neighborhood.
Kind of figured.
Yeah, making a bit of a ruckus.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
6 on damage, or 6 on hit.
If you don't finish this, I think you're out of the group.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
5, 6, 7. 7 on damage.
All right, then.
Head goes pop.
And Hispo with a bite, so...
Roll your soak. Okay.
3.
All right. You bite down. A sudden jolt going through your body. His saliva and electricity are not close friends. Also, you cut the roof of your mouth. There's something sharp and jagged that you clomp down on. However, a mixture of plastic and felt and stuffing and wires. Some oil? Maybe? Probably not. Blood? You're not sure. But some sort of fluid also. I would say the Teddy Talltail spasms for a second and goes limp.
I love my...
What can't even? You fucking clomp down on its head.
And then rolled a 1 for the
Yeah, no, you're fine.
drink, I meant.
It's been enough time. No, you're done. You made it.
Okay.
Emily's still moving around now that Teddy's dead?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
They're still jiggling.
Commence the jiggling.
Okay, so lights are going on outside. Do we hear any other ruckus aside?
I was going to say, you hear dogs barking?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you can't see because, I mean, you're still inside the house, so you can't see. But,
Yeah.
You hear dogs barking. You hear a commotion outside. Not that there hasn't been a massive commotion.
Yeah.
The fucking China shop scenario you guys have created in this elderly woman's home.
'Cause I'm looking at all this in the moment and thinking, this is a lot of a mess that I'm not sure if we'll get cleaned up or not. I'm thinking of a repeat of the Wendy's, just burning it. But at the same time, not sure what to do.
These firefighters have seen more action.
Yeah, they have.
Been in their entire lifetimes.
I was going to ask if there's a fireplace, but yeah, it's like middle of summer, so of course there's nothing going in there.
Based on our little shit happens real here. I will say a couple things. Actually, no, I should let you guys communicate amongst yourselves, because two of you don't have information that the third of you does, and that's none of my business, so I'm going to sit back and see if you guys make mistakes.
Yeah, look into Ricochet. I guess keep kicking at the little moving family members and just call out to Ricochet. You need to cover this up.
Is the one guy still screaming?
The one without the hand? He's...
Any of them,
You have to... You can't nod.
Or any
One
of
that
them
crawled
still...
outside.
Well, one of them...
The one's out.
He's passed out.
Yeah.
The other one doesn't have a head anymore, so we don't worry about him. The other one, I imagine, is still screaming.
Yeah.
We need to shut him up.
Okay.
I'll say it's more of a dull whimper than a scream now, but it's still audible in the middle of the night on the front lawn.
All right.
Okay, yeah, I forgot about that guy for a moment. So instead of going to kick at the family, just gonna go as quickly as possible, reach out and grab and pull them back in. People from seeing it immediately.
I'm going to call that 2 rage. Because one for you to get out in the first place. I mean, that's the turn. Getting to him.
Yeah.
And then picking him up and carrying him out is going to be 2 rage. One
No,
for the
carrying
lift.
him back in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's 2 rage. One for the lift, one for the move. That's assuming you can get it.
Yeah.
And then once you get outside, obviously, you will have more information about your situation. But from the kitchen of the old woman's house, this is All you know is there's barking, and you can probably see some lights from across the street through the front door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. I need to get some more rage. And I'll burn the two to go out there, grab them, and pull them back in.
All right. Don't spend them both just yet.
Okay.
You run outside, obviously. Once you step outside, you can see what Dante already does. First of all, you see your packmate in Glabro with a Van Door in his hand. Every light on this fucking street is on. It's not a matter of if you are being watched, period. Dogs are barking. You can see figures in the windows. The commotion has already fucking happened. So I'm like, don't spend the two yet, because if you have changed your mind with the new information, I'm not going to fucking pay you for it.
Yeah, that does change it a little bit. Yeah, looking to Dante in that moment after getting outside is like, we need to go. Guess we'll run back in and guess leave the guy there.
Not what I hadn't planned, but okay. You twisted that a bit. I didn't think, yeah.
How so?
Because of the commotion outside, all of a sudden, within 5 seconds, everybody's looking out their window.
Well, it hasn't been 5 seconds. It's been how many turns?
I get that, but in the time of me getting to the van, ripping the door off, you're talking 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I figured I'd still keep pace and be able to get in the van and stop the guy.
Okay.
No, it's fine. It's
just
the way you played it out, so it's fine.
You know, fucking, there's been people screaming bloody murder in the middle of this street for the last, 8 turns. I mean, you can still chase after him. You can probably catch him.
Not with people watching. I'm good on that one. See a person running faster than a fucking van. That's not going to be in the paper tomorrow. Nope, I will hightail back to the house. At human speed.
Okay.
I'm going to go get Teddy. The pieces.
Ricochet still has him.
Just making sure he has them. Bring Teddy with you. Hit the Umbra. As I get in the house, that's what I'm saying.
No. I got you.
All right.
Let them clean up their own mess.
Grab the 2 pieces. Right? The head and the body.
That's still connected.
Okay. Well,
I mean, fucking... It's kind of like a bag of shit now.
I'm just waiting on the diff of the gauntlet at this point.
6.
three.
2.
1.
Fucking 1.
Contact.
If I didn't have a 1, it would have been 3.
Ricochet, you make your way into the shadow rather quickly. Dante, obviously it's taking you a bit longer. You feel the pull of the gauntlet. It is a massive struggle. I don't know what the issue is with the Umbra and its dislike for you. But you struggle and rip your way through. You guys find just the bare facade of the home. The streets themselves, it's relatively clean. But it's also strangely empty. You see... Actually... Yeah, you don't see anything in terms of spirits. It's oddly empty.
Well, we'll make note of that.
Yeah. That's,
Let's get that Teddy back to that hook. Oh, we'll be in the paper tomorrow.
Something will be, probably.
Again, that was very jarring.
As long as it's not us, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, you are making your way. Now, how are we going about this?
The Umbra.
Just the whole way?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Again, the Umbra, eerily quiet. You get the occasional glances of patterned spiders, or maybe the oft, again, the distance of the corner of your eye, but you can't see anything. Now when you stop to look. That said, through the protection of the Umbra, you make great haste. Finding your way to that section of woods from that first eventful fucking night.
Pop back into the realm from there.
All right.
In the cover of the woods.
No, I'm just giving that. Don't worry about it, man. It's like fucking after midnight at this point.
And I hand you the bear.
Go over to where we dug up the bones the first time and dig up and put the bear in there.
All right. I assume the two of you are helping?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. It's rather quick work. And upon finishing, you can see a simple flash of the young girl. She looks at you standing over the mount where her bones lie. An apparition of Teddy Talltail in her hands. Thank you, mister. As she fades away. Somewhere nearby through the night, you hear a sudden screaming. 3 or 4 voices. Maybe not far from you.
That's all of us.
Yeah, no, sorry, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys can clearly
just
hear
looking
the
at
screaming.
me, so
Oh.
I didn't know if it was more spirit stuff.
Down into Lupus and getting as close as I can without keeping the woods properly.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. You guys make your way, quickly, using the woods as cover. You find a spot. It's near hops. You get a great view from the woods. And in fact, as you get closer, you see it's a group of teenagers. They're running just off in the distance. You found their focal point. However, the source of the scream, you see something new. A pair of figures under the streetlight. The first looks like a teenager on his stomach. He lays flat, convulsing. It looks like he's slowly deflating. The other figure, humanoid, lithe and pale. Its skin slimy. It pins the boy to the ground, its head pressed tightly to the boy's buttocks.
What the fuck is that?
A new threat.
Of course it is.
We should draw it this way.
Get his attention?
To take care of it, so we're not under street lamps.
See any rocks on the ground?
I mean, you're in the woods.
Idea is to shift up to Glabro, grab one, and then just pitch it at it as hard as I can.
Okay. Dex firearms.
Yep. I'd have to actually get a dot of firearms here in the near future.
Keep using it, you might earn it.
Yeah. That's 2.
All right. We're not even going to have your roll damage, because, it's not going through this guy, right?
Yeah.
In order to get to a proper range, you have to step a little bit out of the tree line, but you're fine in the form, right? You whip the rock. It bounces off the creature's head, giving your position away, obviously. The creature rears up. You can see it has no eyes, but a circular mouth with rows of teeth behind a large suction cup-like lips. You can see chunks of organs and feces hanging out of its mouth and dropping onto its chin. The creature stands, taking a threatening posture, and it lets out a horrible hissing sound. Suddenly, from seemingly out of nowhere, a figure darts in the light, claws raking across the creature's throat, blood spraying into the air as this new figure stops moving. The form before you now, a Krynos form, claws stained with the blood of this now dead creature. The Krynos pauses for a moment, staring you down, Nightfang.
Hello.
And that'll do it for now. Make sure to tune in 2 weeks for the next chapter of Wherever Gaia Takes Us, and next week for the regular episode of Rage Across the Internet. If you like what we do, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody, and you can always jump onto our Ko-Fi to give us a little support that, trust me, we desperately need. You can find that at ko-fi/Rage Across the Internet, and you can find us here, the same place you found us last week. So be sure to tune in and have some fun with us. You take it easy.